How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about stocks that I see in the market. They're still selling at a bit of a discount. So a lot of people won't really think about these because they are up so much, but we have to look at where they've been and what we think about the companies, because these are the same companies that we bought a couple months ago for, maybe double the price. So I'm going to show you the stocks that I've been buying into. And honestly, I'm not saying this just because the stock market's up today. I've been buying these for the last week. I think I bought maybe all of these different companies over the last couple weeks. And even last night when we saw a red day, I put up this video. We have a golden opportunity. Now is a great time to buy. And I talked about how now a lot of these stocks are at 3-month, 4-month lows, and how I think that these are really good companies to buy into, even though we might see more red. So while a lot of other people were saying, oh no, hold off and stuff like that, I've been buying the whole time. I've been buying and averaging into these companies. Now, just looking at the stock market today, there's a lot of green right here. You can see a lot of our companies are up massively on the day. And then some of the only companies that are down are some of the longer term recovery plays like Walt Disney. We have a couple other SPACs that really haven't announced who they're merging with. And then we have the volatility index. So there's a lot of green. A lot of people are wondering where to put money now that seems like we're turning around a little bit. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. It helps out the channel a lot. We've been seeing lower viewership the last couple weeks because of the bear market, I think, or the red market. So I just want to, continue to grow this channel. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. That being said, there is a link down there to WeBull, so you can sign up, get a couple free stocks, just deposit $100. There's also a link down there to BlockFi, where you can get an interest rate, and they're paying you a bonus on your cryptocurrency. So now that we're seeing a big push into green, now might be a good time to start thinking, okay, where do I want a nice interest rate that has no risk, just in case, throw some money there for opportunities. That's what I'm going to be doing. Also, there is a link down there to my Patreon to see exactly when I buy and sell different stocks. I've been talking about a lot of these different stocks recently. So we can see a lot of these are continuously going up. We have Sens here, which has gone up a significant amount just in the last couple hours. Now, we've been talking about a lot of different stocks on this channel, and we talk about a lot all the time, but one that I've been talking about this week a lot with the Patreon members is CleanSpark. This is a company, a lot of people were asking, what's your conviction rate on this one? And I said, it's good. As long as they get past their lawsuit, their back and forth with the short seller report, they should be fine. Now, this touched down to $18 a share. I picked up some more recently, and now it's up 25%. If we look at the 1 month, or let's look at the 6 month here, it's been as high as $40. So even with this 25% jump, it's still up 34, or it's still down 34%. They just announced that they are acquiring more Bitcoin miners. This was just announced today. So this one is one that I really like. I'm not going to go super in depth on a lot of these because I've done probably 5 or 10 videos on CLSK in the past. So if you want, you can search for it above on the channel. Another one is Tesla. I added to this one, I think it was just Friday, and now it's making a huge move today. You can see it's up 18.8%. Now, Kathy Wood kind of talked about Tesla and her bullish thesis. She's actually increasing her price target on this one for a handful of different reasons. I did a video on it yesterday. If you guys want to check out the video, it's actually this video here, Kathy Wood on the stock market crash. She talked about a lot of stuff in that video though. So you can definitely check that out if you're interested. But take a look at the 6 month here. Okay, back in January, on January 8th, we saw $880 a share. January 26th, we saw 883, 864. So we saw highs in the mid 880s. Now, right now, we're still down a good amount from there. We're still down 24%. This is a company where a lot is baked into it, but we are starting to see a little bit of a boost here. We saw a 563 yesterday. This is a company that if you're looking long term and you feel like they really will get in the autonomous space, the autonomous taxi driving space, this might be one to look at. Now, of course, a lot of these are up. I should say that right off the bat. A lot of these are up, and I know I'll get flack for it, but I've been talking about these ones where they're down, and people didn't want to hear it. Some people didn't want to hear it. Some people still bought, but now that they are up, we have to look at where they could go from here. The next company, RAAC. So this is a company that has very little downside risk. I've been buying more of this one. It's merging with a company that is going to help people compete against Amazon. So they're going to help with automation in warehouses. A lot of companies have to battle Amazon now, and they didn't used to have to do that. So this company is already working with Target. They're already working with FedEx. They're already working with a handful of big competitors, and they already have $35 million in revenue. So right now, the downside risk is very low because it's in around $10.68. Just a different play for you there, a different company. Now, one that is kind of similar to Tesla, which I guess I could have talked about, is NIO. I pointed this out since it was at about $32 a share. I pointed it out since it was 45 and then kept on pointing out, wow, this got down to 32. We take a look here, and it's been up about 27% since then. If we look at the 1 month, this was a $62 stock, $63 stock a month ago. Now it's 33% down. This is one where if you really like the EV sector, this is still a really good buy. If you had asked anyone a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago if they would buy at $41, they probably would say yes. Another one, SFTW. If we just look after they announced that they're merging with BlackSky, it was a $15 stock. Now it's down 25%. Barely has any downside when you consider that $10 limit. It was just announced, and they already have government contracts. They already work with a couple different branches of the U.S. government, and it's in a growing sector, which is the space sector. Another one, ChargePoint. I have been buying this one significantly over the last couple weeks. We can see it actually fell down below 20, which we hadn't seen in a very long time. It's still at $27, $28, which I think is a good deal when you consider that we haven't really seen prices this low since December. We didn't even see it in December, I guess. But we really haven't seen it since midway through November. We haven't seen prices like this. Now, of course, you could have gotten in a little bit lower recently, but you live and learn. You can't always be right on everything if you didn't buy into ChargePoint at these lows. The next one is GHVI. Now, of course, I'm giving you a lot of different options here, but take a look. This one was $25. Now it's down 36%. It's up about 5% today, but I have been picking this one up heavy recently. I really like this one. It's a play on real estate. It's a play on insurance. They are merging with Matterport. It's a company that you really should do a deep dive in because I think this will be a company that could be a 10Xer. This could be a 10X over the coming years, especially if they get into insurance, especially if they are getting in with like Airbnb to help insure different homes and stuff like that. I think this could be big. Also, we have Palantir, a company that's in at $24 now. We haven't seen lows like this since January, and even then, it was sitting right around this price. But this is a company with big government contracts. It already has revenue. It's a company that is sitting around $44 billion, but it's still a company that it's in a growing sector. It's growing revenues. You can take a look. It went down to 21, but it's only up 14% from there. And over the last 6 months, you can see that we were as high as $39. Now it's down about 39%. Last one that I want to talk about is Teledoc. This is one of my favorite long-term stocks. This is a company that's in the telehealth space. Sure, it's $30 billion, but it was about 34% higher recently. I bought a share yesterday, actually, at 180, 190, something like that. And now it's up about 11% today. Definitely a company to take a look at, especially because I think a lot of people are getting out of this space because of the pandemic possibly ending sometime soon. But I think this company is here to stay. Telehealth is here to stay. Definitely one to put on your radar. Let me know if you guys like this. Let me know if you like this format where I just give you guys a bunch of different options. So many stocks are so beaten down. It kind of depends where you want to put your money. A lot of these stocks are 20 to 40% down. Now, this is not a dip like we saw back in, March of last year where some stocks were 80% down, but this is a nice buying opportunity for a lot of companies, and we're in a much different space than we were last year. We are not going against a massive pandemic. We just got stimulus passed. We're growing revenues very quickly in a lot of companies. We're getting out of the pandemic. This is now maybe a potential boom. A potential boom from the economy. Now, of course, do your research on these stocks. I threw a lot at you, but I've done videos on every single one of these, I believe, pretty in-depth before. So definitely take a look at them. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button and for checking out BlockFi and WeBull. And if you guys want, there is that link down to Patreon to see exactly when I buy and sell different stocks and to join about 45 500 other people in there. So definitely check that out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.